are saying, it's actually going to be a good time for you to really rethink some of your plans. Because for you, Audra, we've got this kind of stellium that's starting to form with Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn, even though Saturn's moving away from Pluto. We've got a stellium that's kind of forming here, and that's about achievement, long-term goal, and personal transformation. So I would really kind of be making sure all my plans are solid for the long-term goals that you have. This is going to give you a chance to rethink it. And by Mercury going back into Aquarius, it's going to give you the opportunity, and this is kind of for everybody in general, really. It's going to give you, all of us, an opportunity to relook at our plans, relook at how we plan on executing them, not to change them, but to solidify them, and give us an opportunity to look at how it's going to affect our global mission, right? Aquarius is about higher thinking, what's good for the collective, higher philosophies, that kind of thing. That's the God thought, right? And it's about how are we going to revolutionize ourselves to impact the collective. Okay? That's, as light workers, you guys, as you guys coming here, if you're here in this channel, thank you so very much. Really appreciate it. But we're all here for a purpose, right? And so as we discover that purpose, that's why I'm here to help you grow in that purpose. So this is a great time to look over those long-term goals during Mercury retrograde, because it's going to pass and it's actually going to come back closer to the sun again. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. So some people say that it's the one that hears from the sun, the source energy of life the most. It spins around it and comes out and says, this is what we're supposed to do, right? So it's going back to get some more messages. That's kind of the way I look at this. It's going backwards to be like, we're going to double check this. Okay? I will say also that things that people have been saying right now, I guarantee you there's going to come a time where they're going to begin to regret it. So be very careful what you're saying. Be very careful what you're putting out in the universe. So let's get back to Mercury retrograde. Again, communication is going to be funky, and more funky. It is going to be critical, light workers, light warriors, star seeds, indigo children, Palladians, all of us, right? All of us light beings. It's going to be more critical than ever for us to really spend our time in daily meditation. I cannot stress that enough. You absolutely have to be spending time in daily meditation. You should be doing it anyway, but especially during Mercury retrograde, because what's going to happen is in the physical realm, things are going to present themselves in a different way, in a very surprising way, especially with this Sagittarian moon happening here too. People are really going to be feeling themselves. So just get ready. That Sagittarian moon says, I'm really feeling it. I'm feeling myself. Okay? I'm feeling it, right? We'll be coming up to a new moon. People are going to be like, emotionally, they're going to be like, oh, I can just do anything and not have consequences. Or, oh, it's okay to go. I mean, it's fine to go have fun. But you know what I'm saying? Like, people are not going to really be thinking about the consequences of their actions. And they're going to be like, you know what I'm saying? We have to be centered, and we have to really make sure that we are being grounded more so than ever, because Mercury going backwards into Aquarius gives us, in retrograde, as we're rethinking and reviewing, it's moving away from this kind of almost, think of it this way, like with Mercury next getting closer to Neptune right now, think of it this way, it's like globally or cosmically, everybody's been smoking really good weed. Okay, and they're a little high, they're a little delusional, and so you can like be thinking like this is a great thing, but it's really the delusional part of yourself. And I hate to use the word delusional because Pisceans Pisces is such a beautiful sign, and Neptune is such a beautiful energy in its home space, because it really allows us the ability to communicate with source and get to the deep, deep, deep things of ourselves. The deep beliefs, the deep transitions that gets us in touch with our spiritual gifts. It's such a unique portal that's open right now. And it's not going to be open forever. You know, Neptune will leave its home planet, home sign. And when it does, you know, we're having this wonderful ability to kind of go to our Akashic records and go back and reset and reformulate and handle the karma, right? And deal with it, baby. Okay. Right? To do all of that. We're having that opportunity, and we're having that opportunity to tap into our spiritual gifts. We're having the opportunity to really open ourselves up to who we truly are as our higher selves and our light being, right? Who are we really? God bless you. Look over here. Thank you. Pumpkin. All right. So that's a beautiful portal to be in. But the problem when we get Mercury coming up so fast, and you have to remember, Mercury has transited Mars, Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn, the Sun. It's like, it's been picking up steam, baby. And it's like, do it. Go for it. We could do this. We can, and it's kind of got this bravado about it without really taking the time to think about it. So we're getting the opportunity to do that, but we also have to be careful we're not moving into spiritual ego and thinking we're just so much better than everybody else. We got to stay grounded. We have to stay connected. You have to stay connected. It's so much more important, because if we make some missteps now, it could have long-term impact on us later. You could be setting some things in motion right now that are going to last for a couple of decades. So you got to be careful. It is really important. And I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm trying to say I'm telling you, we're being given an opportunity to clean up our ish. We're being given an opportunity to be like, okay, yes, I've been given these gifts. Yes, I understand that I'm awakening. Yes, I understand that there's more to me than what meets the eye. That I'm here for a purpose. And that I'm here for a purpose. Hopefully you're recognizing, if you're on this channel, you're here for a purpose to help raise the vibrational set point of the earth and not reduce it. And not be part of the problem. Ooh, that line from Az, y'all. I mean, some of y'all gonna know. Stevie Wonder's Az, right? Make sure but when you say you're in it but not of it, make sure you're not helping to make this life a place called hell. And I think some of us, because we're thinking higher, because we've been given some gifts, because we are able to operate in these gifts in the natural, we've been gifted it, right? That it's natural for human beings to begin to think a little bit more highly of themselves than they truly are. A little bit of spiritual ego. Be very careful, because what's been given can be taken away. Be very careful that you're not destroying, but you're building. That's the purpose of a light worker. And every once in a while, we're human. People do get into their little egos, but be very careful. This is a time for you to go back and say, man, do I need to check myself before I wreck myself? I'm going to get off my soapbox in just a minute. It's going to be challenging because anytime that you're growing, anytime that you're expanding, anytime that you're moving further away from the status quo or the norm, what the social norms. Anytime you're moving away and from where other people, from a low vibrational standpoint, and you're seeking to operate in your higher vibrations, it is always a challenge. It is always a challenge. The challenge becomes less and less the more you learn to operate from your higher self. It becomes less and less the more you do the work to heal yourself. It becomes, because as you heal yourself and become self-partnered, what other people do doesn't bother you as much. And the more you become healed and your chakras aligned, the less other people's crap actually affects you as deep. So it'll be challenging simply because we're being asked to rethink, relook, review where we're supposed to be as our higher beings. And that's been a bit of a struggle, because we're spiritual beings having a human existence, having a human experience. And so a lot of the things that spiritually we understand and spiritually we acquiesce to and spiritually we get, our humanity, our human side doesn't get it. So that's what makes it challenging. And to explain it to other people, I find myself more and more just not having the words, because there are no human words for some of the things that we're doing. But we have to roll with it and not fight it. The key to rolling with the energies and getting in the flow of it is to not fight it, but to understand that it is, just to flow and see where it takes us, right? And see what we're really, and really take a moment and breathe and see what we're supposed to see. So that's very great. That's a great question. I don't ever say that retrogrades are bad. Because they're only negative if you choose to live in that negativity. We can learn lessons from everything. Just like I learned a lot and wouldn't be the woman I am today had I not been married and then divorced my second husband, the narcissist. I'm grateful for it. So I always take it as something to learn. I always take it as an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to restructure if I need to, whatever that opportunity is. It is always an opportunity to grow. And an opportunity to get that much closer to being your true self.